Ahoy, people of YouTubes. Today I got the 1985 244 in the garage, finally. Only took forever. But still got to do a little bit of headlight and taillight wiring to the 242 Lemon's Rally car, which is over here. And still got to put the seat belts in and some other stuff, but it's a long weekend and I don't feel like monkeying with that just right now. So I dragged this in the garage and I'm going to start going through this. Finally got the key to the trunk actually just a few weeks ago, so I have not popped the trunk myself and gone into it yet, so I don't know what's inside there. Probably nothing super exciting, but I guess we'll start with the back and work our way forward and talk about everything that's wrong or not wrong with it and what I'm going to plan on doing with it. Alright, she is a 1985, like I said earlier. This is a 4-door 240 DL. It is a Texas car, now up in the northern area of Michigan, and it's been sitting in the guy's driveway out in Detroit for, to my understanding, 7 years, maybe a little closer to 10, but it's been sitting underneath a pine tree, because pine trees are rampant in Michigan, and there's just pine needles jammed everywhere in all these gutters and stuff like that, so I gotta do a bunch of cleaning. You can see a bunch of boxes and stuff inside of here, and also these taillights, I got a little bit of cracks to them, so I have another set of taillights that I got off of another car a while back, along with some other parts inside, but we'll start with the trunk, see if we can find anything exciting. This is legitimately my first time opening this trunk to see what's inside, and it's boxes like most stuff. So we got our little bulb holder right there, factory jack, and a pickup tool, a little belt, I don't know what this belt is for, umbrella, some boxes, Ace Hardware stuff, spare tire. Looks like the spare tire's about as junk as all the other tires on it, but well, nothing real exciting. Got tons of pine needles I got to scrub out of here and do a good wash. She's gonna get some good love here soon. I've got a set of sway bars and firewall braces and strut hats for a 242 GT car that I got actually from that. That's gonna go on here once IPD gets the bushings and stuff in. I ordered them a while ago and everything's kind of delayed, but here's the back seat. A lot of stuff, a lot of notes. I don't really know what all the notepad is, but something about dominance and not dominant or codominant, and see, we got a bunch of papers and stuff in the back here, and a piece of pipe, and little odds and ends. So I'm gonna probably pull all this stuff out of here, do a good amount of cleaning. This blanket might have kept the seats in pretty good shape, which might be nice. Kept them from picking in the sun so bad. But tons of stuff in the door cards, tons of stuff on the dashboard, and the little pockets there, and it's got factory floor mats, which is really cool. These are some of the parts that I got for the car. Got some trim that's missing already off of it. The center caps that are on the rear wheels, the original rear wheels, are right over here. And another catalytic converter with a piece of pipe, because I guess the other one's got a leak on it somewhere, or it's cracked. This dashboard's pretty dry. I'm probably going to get an IPD cover. I think they're like 125 bucks or 150 bucks or something like that, and you can slip them over the dashboards. And they look pretty nice from what I've seen, the one in person that I saw anyway. I do have a new boot for it, which actually looks like this is the cover over the xylophone boot, so I might, yeah, that's in good shape. I don't actually have to worry about that then, never mind. But under the cowl, there's tons of pine needles too. Art of a chemical, like ammonium nitrate or something. I'm probably wrong, don't quote me on that. I can comment it or edit in the YouTube description if you guys are really interested, but I was told of a chemical that you can pour down here that won't damage paint, but it'll eat all this stuff up. So I'm probably going to do that after I do a good vacuuming and get a lot of the shit out of it, or at least the majority of the bulk shit out of it, because there's pine needles everywhere. And then I'll probably change the oil. Looks like the last time the oil's been changed is 2010 per the Sharpie markings on it. So it's been sitting a little while. We're 11 years later now. Almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years in a few weeks. And then I got a new seat for it, one that's not quite matching, along with this one that isn't quite matching, but it's at least not blown out like this one. And it's a cloth seat. I do have a new driver's side door handle because this handle's a little bit funny. But yeah, I guess I'll start off with first thing, just kind of pulling everything out of it. I'll just fill my dumpster up and the trash people will hate me. And then I'll sift through it. If I find anything really exciting, I will be sure to fit it in the video a little bit. Looks like there's tons of relays I'll have to organize. But anyway, let's get rolling. Alright, well, I'm not very far through pulling everything out of it. I happen to find something fairly interesting. I'm going to have to use my thumb to cover it up, but yeah, erotic image from, I I don't know, wherever 248 phone number is. It says in the past that we best wishes and congratulations, and we wish you never-ending happiness and everlasting OGs. So, yeah, that's an interesting find. I should put that on my board over there. We might do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. I found gloves, which I really maybe should put on if I'm touching something like this. Ew. Well, I'm making some good headway. Happened to stumble across an envelope in here that said Volvo Tech Inspection. Let me kind of try to get it up here and hide some information on it. But looks like back in 2001, axle pipes, trunk shocks, AC clutch, and tie rod ends were purchased, most likely changed for $234. And then on the cover of this sheet right here, there's a compression check sheet. 150 for cylinder 1 and 155 for 2, 3, and 4. So I don't know what these engines run factory, but this car's got 260,000 miles, I think. Peek my head through here. 241,000. So I would say 150 across the board ain't bad for a nearly 300,000 mile motor. But yeah, making some good progress. I'll keep plugging away and throwing some stuff away. If I find anything else interesting, I'll snip it in. Alright, through most of the interior. Got a little bit of vacuuming and some other stuff to do yet up here in a minute, but came across this right here. Tried to cover up a lot of the information on it, so it's relatively private. But last time this thing was registered was January 1st of 2011, or I should say it expired. And the insurance expired 12/14/2010. So I found a few other receipts in here from 2010, 2009, bunch of tires, and AC got recharged in like 03 and a handful of other little things. But I think this is probably the last time that it's been on the road, at least on the road regularly. It may have come around once or twice, but yeah, she's looking all right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the shop vac out here and do some vacuuming and grab out everything and move on forward. See what else I can get found and cleaned out. Alrighty, well, the interior is pretty well scrubbed up. I found a couple of different relays, like on that passenger seat inside of there. Like a dozen lighters, and only one of them worked. And then I did find a sports thing from September 9th of 2007, which is kind of weird. Oh, I don't know anything about sports, so I'm assuming this is nothing exciting, because it's just a newspaper, but anyway, now that I'm done with that, I think instead of going ahead and getting it mechanically sound first thing right off the bat, which is probably going to be a little bit backwards for almost all you guys that do this kind of stuff, I'm going to start with cleaning the interior out a little bit more. I'm going to take the floor mats out. I'm going to probably wash them. I'm going to clean all the door cards off and do a little bit better of a job greasing up all these seals and everything else that I can knock out inside of here. I do have some replacement of these little speaker covers right here, and then I've got a black dash pad cover back here that's in better shape than this one is, at least, and a handful of other things I'm going to throw on it right now. And then I'm going to wipe down the dashboard, kind of give that a little bit of moisture back in the plastic, and do a couple of little odds and ends inside of it before I start diving into the mechanical aspect of it. And once I get that done, I will probably clean out under the hood, maybe give it a little wash, and then a couple of little odds and ends. And then from there, we'll change the oil and get her fired up. And hopefully she'll run. I'm probably going to end up pulling the tank out and washing the tank and then replacing that with some fresh gas, because it's probably got a lot of crud built up inside of it. So I'd rather not run that through the fuel system. And then I'm probably going to change these taillights too. You can see that one's got a crack in it. If you look close, not the best, but... Next up on the list is I'm going to replace the seatbelt retractor covers, whatever, these, because this is amazingly brittle. Like, it's just powder. Literally powder. Oh, horrible camera angle, but it's falling apart. Anyway, I'm going to knock these out. I swear I had another one of these that was in black, but I cannot for the life of me find it. So I'm probably stupid and thought, I'll never need that for anything, and threw it away like a moron. So, yeah, I'm only beating myself up a lot about it because it was in beautiful shape. Anyway, I'll find another one some year. Maybe not. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock these things out. I don't know how they're gonna really come out because they're so brittle. I think I might just have to break them apart and vacuum up all this shit. But yeah, I might just do that. I'm gonna go ahead and swap these things out. I got another pair right here that are fairly clean, at least significantly better than that. And I'll keep cleaning up some other stuff and hopefully have some decent seatbelt return. Oh shit, I just introduced that into the seatbelt. That was not smart. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this and then get these swapped out. Alrighty, it looks a ton nicer. No more broken up plastic junk. I gotta get the paint dealt with on that. But I'm gonna keep my eye out for one of these back shelves because, again, I swear I had one, but I don't. Alrighty, well, I got a good majority of it cleaned out now. Not as good as I'd like it to be, but it's not too bad. The chemical that I was referring to earlier in the video is called sodium hydroxide. And supposedly that stuff does a really good job of cleaning things out without doing any damage to the metal. I ran out to Home Depot and couldn't necessarily find what I was looking for, and I was struggling a little bit. And thankfully, one of the employees was either a chemist or intelligent because she basically knew what I was looking for and was able to help me out. I ended up picking up this stuff right here. It's not exactly what it's supposed to be, but the first chemical is, where's the words at? Words. It's that no, that's all Spanish. No wonder I can't read it. Potassium hydroxide. There we go. So I'm gonna try to dump some of this stuff in here and let it soak for a little while, and then run some water through it. Apparently, it's really, really caustic to skin, so I'm gonna wear some rubber gloves. Ooh, time to wear the gloves that I got with the car. So hopefully it doesn't eat through those because that'd be really shitty. But yeah, I'm gonna go dump some of this inside of here and then let it soak for a little while. I think it's just to soak for like up to a half hour and then rinse it with warm water. So we'll try this. I'm gonna turn my fan on, make sure I got some air flowing through here because I'd rather not die. It's got, like, this thing's just entirely a warning label, and that's basically all it is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I think it's working pretty good. A lot of nasty shit's coming out of the drains right now, so I'm gonna keep dumping some water down it. I've only let it sit in there for about 15-20 minutes, but I think it's working all right. So go ahead and keep draining some shit out of there. Theoretically, I should have clean drains. We'll see. Oh yeah, we're getting some shit out now. Look at this thing run down this drain. There's all kinds of nasty shit. I need to run back inside and grab a little more water. Look at all that crap. Mint. This is awesome. Super glad I tried this stuff. Alrighty, well, drains are all officially clear. I swapped one of the tail lights out. I ended up pulling the circuit board off of this tail light to put on another tail light because the tail light was cracked right here and this whole thing was filled with water. This one's very obviously cracked too, but it's dry inside. So I think I'm going to order two new little circuit boards and then swap those out when I get them in. Just pull it out again and just redo it with the new circuit board. That circuit board that was in there probably should work, but at the same time, I can't imagine those circuit boards are going to cost very much money. So I'd rather just do it right and make sure they're done. And then, what else have I got to knock out yet? Oh, I'm going to order a bunch of these little clips from IPD because I think IPD carries them. At least I hope they carry them. Because a bunch of this trim, all the plastics and all the weird clips are kind of busted off. I swapped that one on that door over there finally, so that looks a little bit nicer. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that and get some of that stuff on order. It'll probably take forever to get in. I might order some new trunk shocks. The trunk, it holds. But I don't know, maybe that's supposed to do that. Maybe they're supposed to hold like that, and that's an indication that they're good. But I feel like it should spring up and not like sag and drop so much because gravity's not really that bad. Well, it is for me when I walk, but anyway. So I'm gonna do that. I think that's gonna probably wrap it up for this first video here. Might do a little bit more cleaning yet, but nothing super exciting. I didn't really want to do a ton of time lapses that are really boring. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to check up the front tires and check out the brakes sometime soon. Go through all those. Get some tires for it. I think I'm going to paint the wheels like a gunmetal gray or something like that. Like kind of a factory color. And then polish up all this chrome trim and put that back on. I might do that in another video after I go through the brakes and everything like that. Because it's definitely going to need it. When I got it up in the air, I'll drain the oil out and do a couple of little odds and ends. But like for now, that's probably all she's gonna be. I might go dump some more water on the floor to make sure all that chemical shit is ran down the drain and I don't burn my skin when I'm crawling around underneath it later. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for some more videos on this old girl. Next weekend we'll be gutting out that Tercel, getting that all split apart, so keep an eye out for that video. And a couple of little things, odds and ends here, will be coming through. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a good one, guys.